Yeah, work sucks.
I
I
know.
know. um, Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Sadie.
Ooh, ooh. Listen,
Just had to
with,
jump in there,
with no
I'm taking over.
introduction needed, Sadie is here. Some of you might know the TikToker Sadie Oakleaf now, Oakleaf Insignia, with Halfling Haven. The mini, I guess my character does that thing in that one song, so I'm gonna make a TikTok about it. I've been there. We've all been there. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I wanted to talk about Fortune Favors a Sword. And the creative process, because I'm super interested. I want to get into designing, but I have giant fears. So I kind of wanted to see where you're at and how it came about.
So, Fortune Favors a Sword came about through the charity drive for Doctors Without Borders. A member of that group, well, not a member of Doctors Without Borders, but another fundraiser, donated money to purchase this custom game. And so I had lots of conversations with their group to try to figure out what kind of game they would enjoy. And the interesting thing about that was that when I set up that reward for the charity drive, I anticipated that people would purchase that and have a very clear idea of what they wanted. Instead, this group decided to give me total creative freedom. And so I was just trying to figure out, okay, what would they actually enjoy? And so talking to them about the kinds of games that they play, the kinds of media that they enjoyed, I figured out that I wanted to create something very much inspired by classic sword and sorcery, heroic fantasy, media, and adventures. And I wanted to create that high stakes tension while having a very fun and easy to pick up experience.
Was that daunting to, okay, I can't aim it to anything now because they're like, you can have all the creative freedom?
Absolutely. It was terrifying because then I didn't know what to create so that I wouldn't disappoint them. They ended up loving what I did create, so I was very much relieved. But it was absolutely daunting.
How was did you have to play test or, I mean, it was like a custom order, so how much kind of, I guess, back and forth from re-editing, revising, things like that did it take for you to kind of finally, hey, this is my final product?
I didn't show them the game until the day we played it.
Hell yeah. And how was that? Did you feel like there new ideas from the actual playing kind of grow in those moments?
Yes, I think that it played pretty much exactly how I anticipated, which is honestly completely unexpected for this type of thing. I was very much shocked. But it played like I expected. The only thing that I didn't expect was that I didn't expect to need to roll dice myself as the GM. But they ended up having me roll dice for NPCs.
Nice.
So that was very interesting.
Gave you a little bit more oh, well, now I get to play too feeling.
Right, yeah.
Awesome. And I guess let's talk about the many pros and cons that happens with like being someone on TikTok creatively. How did you start off? Like, where did you start? I guess posting. I guess about, yeah. I don't know.
So I downloaded TikTok in 2020, and I didn't start posting
Classic.
until 2021. I had found the fantasy establishment TikTok, like Quincy's Tavern, etc. And I fell in love with it. I was like, you know what? This sounds like so much fun. I want to be a part of this. I had never even played D&D or any TTRPGs at that time. And so I started the Halfling Haven, had never played D&D, started incorporating D&D ideas into my videos, into my skits, without having ever played before. And a few months later, I was in a regular game.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what was that first character then? It's usually, yeah.
I actually played Sadie Oakleaf as my first character.
Nice.
What's Sadie's build?
So Sadie Oakleaf is a charity bard, which is basically it's a homebrew subclass, homebrew subclass that we found online.
So that's essentially your intro to like all kind of TTRPGs.
Yes.
That's so good. Those that are listeners and not viewers, in Sadie's background is a like giant ruler or regular size ruler. I don't know, but it's what's called the props that Sadie uses for the Halfling Haven skits and stuff like that.
Yes, I actually scaled it so that it would have a forced perspective of making me look like Sadie Oakleaf's 2'9" height.
Nice.
I'm only 5' nothing myself, so.
Gotcha. I mean, dude, all my characters are usually like small things, gnomes, halflings, kobolds, things like that. I don't know. I just love the aesthetic. It's just so fun.
It's really fun just to just be a little guy.
Yeah, just be a little guy. It's so fun. Be a little gremlin sometimes. Chaos.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it says about me, but I'm very big all the time. I'm always big. I am big. My characters are very rarely small. They're not travel sized. Inconveniently large.
What does that say about you?
I don't know. I don't know. It's fine.
It's fine? You don't want to delve into that?
I don't want to talk about that one now. No.
It means your personality is larger than life.
Yeah.
Listen, when I first met you, Alex, you were very, like, I know you were supposed to be a presence.
I was on
because
stage.
You were presenting
I was on
something.
stage.
Yeah. Essentially, yes. So I saw you as that big figure. And now I know you, so now it's the charade is gone.
It's all fake. Well, I don't. Listen, I don't want to say it's fake because honestly, like, it is. I tend to be a little louder and all of that, but I don't. We're not. That's not my podcast. I'm not here for. It's not my therapy
What do you
session.
mean it's not your? Nah,
It's not my therapy session today. Nope.
All right. We'll get you. Skylar will be on, so we'll do it
Skylar will
then.
be on. So Sadie, since no, Sadie is the character. No, who's the character?
Well, no.
Wait.
Sadie is the character, and the person's name.
Okay.
Sadie Oakleaf is the character. Sadie Pasley is the person.
Okay.
I know, it's so confusing.
Well, I wrote Sadie and Charity, and they both look exactly like. I was like, is it a name? Is the character's name Charity? No, it's Charity Bard. I love that. Is your D&D group a like home group, or how did you find your people?
So a mutual of mine on TikTok actually invited me to their game, and so that's how I started. It was a home game. I had to bow out because of scheduling reasons, but I'm in another game right now, and I just kind of have a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. We all know. Everyone who listened to the podcast and plays Dungeons and Dragons went, yeah, that's how it happens.
That tracks.
Yep.
Do you see yourself creating more games or something more in depth in the future with this foyer into it?
Hold on. It just
Yes,
hit me. I am so
absolutely.
sorry for interrupting this because...
No, you're good.
Yeah. It's great that you're going to build more games. I'm sorry. You started playing D&D 2021, 22? And here
21,
we are
yes.
in the year of the Barbie movie 2024, and you just wrote a whole campaign, and we're just going to gloss by that?
Well, actually, I was writing games.
Okay.
Let's see. When did I write the first? I wrote a couple games last year. Oh, I don't remember which year. But I was GMing in 2021. I just jumped in head first.
Look, Alex.
So-
Look, Alex. It can
Fuck
be
you,
done.
Adrian. He's so funny.
So I've written a couple of games before Fortune Favors a Sword, but Fortune Favors a Sword is undoubtedly the most polished game that I've put out there.
So, can you explain a little more of your game? We just glossed over it. I'm going back.
I'm sorry. I read the whole thing. My apologies. My brain is empty. That's why I don't send you any
I don't know
information so you
why-
can call me out on this thing.
I don't know why you won the dear listener. I'm looking out for you. This is not my unpreparedness. This is our unpreparedness. Ours. So, yeah. So, can you...
Thank you, comrade.
Can you... Do you mind? Do you mind talking more about the game? Like, what
Not
is the
at
story?
all.
Tell me more, please.
Okay. So you have 3 stats: sword, shield, and spirit. And the way I approach these are metaphorical. So using your sword stat is not just combat. It's not just swinging a weapon. It's any kind of aggressive, trying to push forward. It's, like I said, it's my push forward mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And so Fortune Favors a Sword it's part of what I've built as I've built a Fortune Favors dice base system from it that I'm going to be using to expand into several of these one-page games. I'm going to put that out as kind of a bundle of many games using the same kind of system. So sword is the push forward mechanic. The hold back mechanic is shield, and that's any kind of defensive action. So that's whether you're trying to defend from physical harm, whether you're trying to hold back information, that sort of thing. Then spirit is your shift the paradigm mechanic or stat. Basically, shift the paradigm is anything like magic, technology, thinking outside of the box. For Fortune Favors a Sword, that's typically going to be magic or thinking outside of the box.
Okay. I love that. I'm obsessed with and I think when I think about creating games, I forget that one-pagers are like a thing that I do enjoy playing. Like, for whatever reason, I'm like, it's got to be grandiose. It's got to have all these different components. And honestly, at the end of the day, I just want to play one page. And
One-pagers are
that's
so
it.
much fun for just picking up and playing.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah. And that's all you really need. You need some sort of mechanic to be aggressive, some sort of mechanic to be defensive, and then, like, a wild magic
Something
chaos.
for spice.
Yeah.
Something for fun.
Yeah. Not to say that takes away from your story, but, like, that is fundamentally what we're playing anytime you play an RPG.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
That's super fun. And okay, so what is the goal?
By goal, do you mean how do you roll the dice?
How do you roll the dice? Yes.
Okay. So it's kind of like blackjack.
I know how to play blackjack.
Yes.
I know that one.
So your stat has a dice tier. So you start out with a D6, a D8, and a D10. The smaller the dice, the better. Because you're going to first adjust the die size based on the challenge difficulty. If it's easier, you're going to scale that down to as small as a D4. The more challenging, you're going to scale that up to as high as a D20. And then you're going to roll that die, adding up your results, trying to get as close as you can to the number 18 without going over. If you can at least get to a 15, then you can scrape by and barely succeed at what you're trying to do. Over 18, that is a critical failure, basically.
What a cool idea. That's fucking cool shit.
I really like it because I feel like a lot of one-page RPGs don't feel like they have a whole lot of tension when you're rolling the dice.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to find an interesting way to add that tension back into the game.
Sorry, I'm
taking notes.
I feel it will not land in this little brain of mine if it's not written down. Today's purple, just so viewers at home, listeners at home,
viewers and listeners alike in their homes,
my colorblind
or
friends
their place
on
of comfort,
or discomfort.
No, I hope you feel better listening. That's all I want to hope.
But I really like that idea of finding the tension in the dice rolls because that's what drives RPGs, right? Of course I want to be high, and of course I want to make everything perfect, but, like, man,
you want that little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, can I actually pull this off?
Yeah. And if I can't, then what do I do to get around that?
Right.
That's so fun. What movies or games did you take inspiration from, or did they say that they enjoyed?
They mentioned a lot of classic games like D&D. Most of them had never even played other games. So it was really fun to introduce them to, something new.
A whole new world.
A herald. Yeah. A harbinger.
Or an albatross.
I don't know what an albatross means. I'm gonna be
it's
real
like an
honest.
omen. It's an omen. So, I mean, like, sometimes you come into this hobby and then you feel a lot of emotions, and it's good and bad at the same time.
I don't feel any emotions playing any of these games. We're fine.
You stop lying to Sadie, okay? Stop lying to Sadie right now. Listeners know what happened.
Listen, I can tell by your green hair that you are someone who chases those intense emotions. Don't lie to me.
Why are you screaming at me?
Yes! Thank you, Sadie.
Oh my gosh. On a completely...
Listen, I would dye my hair too, but I'm too indecisive. So...
Can I sway you in one way? You can pick warm colors or cool colors. And you can stay within those boundaries. So it doesn't ever have to stay like, as long as you're not swinging from, like, pinks to blues, like... You could stay in warms, you could stay in cools.
I'll consider it. I'll consider it.
It's also, I also have a hairstylist that I'm like, just do, I'm like, just do whatever, but we're in our green moment. However, month of March, I don't know what the fuck has been happening the last 2 weeks. I've had six people who I do not know and I've never talked to in my life. Did you dye your hair for St. Patrick's Day? Who the fuck does that? What do I look like, man? Like, sorry.
A college student? I don't know.
I'll take that.
So useful. So useful.
Sorry.
Wow, groovy. No worries. You said you've made games before. Were these also one-pagers?
I made a solo journaling game, and that one was not a one-pager. I made a zine game that's penguins and polar bears.
The
And I've also
alliteration's a must.
Yeah. And I've also made a 2-pager that is a Carta system game called Hamster Maze Dungeon Crawl that I made for my daughter.
Aww. I have a question because I've heard the word zine before. What makes something a zine?
So a zine is typically something that someone can easily print at home, fold or staple, put together. It can be easily distributed. In the case of penguins and polar bears, it's printed on one page and can be folded up into a little booklet.
Interesting. I don't know, all of a sudden now, when you said, like, easily distributed, can be made at home, I'm like, can I just, like, write a game on a napkin and just, like, here you go?
Yeah, that
Is
would
that
be
still
totally in
zine?
the spirit of zines.
Okay.
Zines come out of punk movements. And so that's part of why it's, easily printable, easily distributable. So.
Gosh. Because, like, I've heard of zines also be used in kind of a more, what's it called? I went to a DSA movement, which is Democratic Socialists of America, and they had, like, and I'm the zine guy, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, political punk activism in the I'm not sure what decade. I'm trying to dig back into my graphic design background there.
So, graphic design. Did you, what's it called? Graduate?
I have a
I don't know how to say
master's
that without
in...
being mean or not mean. I'm like,
No, you're good.
Did you complete your degree?
Thank you.
Yes.
Sensitivity. Thank you.
Yes, I have a master's in graphic information technology, which basically means that I'm a digital bard. I can do, some graphic design, some logo design, branding, web design, video stuff. It's just, I know a little bit about the whole digital creation, and I know how to learn more. So, if I don't know something, I will figure it out.
That's cool. Have you been tapped for any projects recently?
I can't talk about it yet.
I
I've
love
not
those
been given the
kinds
go
of
ahead to talk about
projects.
it yet.
That sounds fun.
But I'm so excited about it. So
Awesome. That's amazing. Oh, damn. See, now that I know that there's a secret, it's like laying around here.
it's like, how do I get into the secret? How do I tease out this information?
What's the secret handshake? What's the code word? Whose elbows do I need to be brushing? Like, I don't.
Here, Adrian, I'll help you with that one. Through what attracted the super secret project to your space? Was it your
Oh.
TikTok videos? Was it you applying for the job? Was it just somebody seeing you and recommending you?
Let's see. How much can I say without totally giving this away? I would say that connections within the space and experience working with these people before on something that I also can't talk about yet.
A web of secrets. Who is
yeah.
Sadie Presley?
Yeah.
No, but that's like...
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's how it goes. But what drew me to the project is that it's something that I was able to, through working with this project and this group in the past, I was able to see the heart of it and really connect with what I felt is a very worthwhile project, something that I could be proud to be a part of.
That's so warm.
That is so warm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree, because, like, Michael and I all day were just kind of like, what's happening? It definitely feels like today there's just a corporate hellscape that we're having to navigate.
Oh.
Oh
Absolutely.
my gosh. And, like, we just discovered, or I just found out, or he found, I don't know, he found out and brought it to me, and he was like, hey, we can't go to Trader Joe's anymore. And I was like, please, full stop. What? What?
Yeah.
You mean the food where I mostly eat everything? Like, that I use for lunch? Because I don't have a problem? So now my neurodivergent foods are now off the table.
Oh, that's relatable. That's relatable.
Because why? Because you want to break up unions?
Gross. Gross.
2024? That's what we're still doing?
Boo.
Of course. I mean, I never trust a corporation. Just trust a corporation to screw
true.
you over.
This is true.
For real. On God. I had to keep going. I'm sorry. Just the stupid TikTok lexicon is just ever growing and diversifying, and it's invading my language.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. I don't. All right. Over the podcast, like over the table. Can I ask about Bardic Geek?
That's my husband.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I was following you, and then I saw this tiny little love story happen, and then I played in a game with Mason, and I was playing with Dylan as well, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And Dylan's just talking about Sadie very sweetly, and also when I asked Dylan about going on the podcast, he was like, "Oh, you asked Sadie? By the way, this is why I know." I'm like, "I know. I've been like there. It's like
It's a well-known secret,
Yeah.
It's kind of one of these things that we haven't announced it, but we haven't kept it secret, so.
You guys went to the little rat memorial together.
Yes. The Chicago rat hole.
Yeah, the Chicago rat hole. I'm like, it's definitely official. Look at that, the rat hole. It's all there.
Okay, but do you wanna know the real tea?
Tell me yes,
Duh.
I'm here for it.
So, I proposed, it was a mutual proposal at C2E2. And then when we got married, we rolled dice to see to see who would say our vows first. I got a nat 20.
So you're winning this marriage. You're
golden.
winning the marriage.
Absolutely.
Winning the marriage.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
beautiful.
so fucking cute.
Did you incorporate any other like TTRPG things into your wedding?
I actually wrote a game for our wedding, but then somebody forgot to put it out on the tables, so we didn't actually play it at the reception. So, eventually, I'll get around to putting it out online so that other people can play it, but, you know, that's... Oh well.
Look at you. It's so sad. Opportunities missed. Come and go.
It's fine. I guess it's a wedding. There are other things to do. Well, whatever.
Something always falls through at a wedding. You cannot get attached to everything. It's kind of like TTRPGs. You cannot get attached to a specific idea of where the story is going to go. Something will always throw you for a loop.
Man, it's just all intertwined.
Yeah. Everything's a game. Everything is dice.
Oh no, my phone is dice and I just crush it. Just.
Oh no.
We're gonna turn into a dice conspiracy podcast here.
Yeah, it's like everything's cake. Everything's actually just dice. Speaking of dice, might as well while we're here. Are you a minimalist? Do you just buy all the shiny rocks?
I love dice. I love dice so much.
Do you have special like wedding dice?
Do you special?
Well, we didn't get special wedding dice, but I did use a set that that my friend gave me when we rolled. So
That's so cute.
So warm and wholesome.
It is
So warm and wholesome. See, now I gotta find someone so I can do all these cute shit together with them.
Just talk to people on TikTok until it goes away. Here's hoping that it doesn't go away, but
I mean, honestly, though, Adrian, the people that
you've got at least 5 months, okay?
We know too many people who have gotten together in the TTRPG space because of projects.
Listen, not enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm still here. Listen, we're going to keep collaborating. We're going to keep talking to people. This podcast is not about Dungeons & Dragons. This is me finding my partner, okay?
It's Adrian finding love. Third iteration of Dungeons & Degrees is Adrian's quest for love.
That could be a side quest.
Main
We're just
quest.
here to have fun. Main quest has to be fun, okay? We can't divert and just like, this is all Adrian's thing.
It's all Adrian.
It's all Adrian all the way down.
I read too many romance books to not just be absolutely infatuated with the fact that we could turn this whole podcast into you finding love. Okay.
I don't read enough to
It's
feel
fine.
that way at
Gabby
all.
and I, you know what? Gabby will feel it through this channel right here. She'll feel it. We got you. We'll get it.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sadie.
No, you're good.
Sadie, I need to be in more projects, okay? You gotta tap me in. I gotta find someone. I don't know what I could contribute. I'm just great at parties. That's all I know, okay?
I mean,
I think you need
I'll
to get
send
some
you my
one-pagers
resume.
out. Your
Listen,
dating
I do so
resume,
many-
please.
Oh, my dating? Oh, yeah. I guess technically, yeah, you're right. Listen, this is all the games I've made. This is all the characters, the let's plays I've played. Boop, 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 boop. You know?
just put out a 1-page RPG that is dating resume themed. Picture it.
Write that down. Okay. Yeah. See, the thing is, like, I wanted to talk to you because, to me, putting something out there is is very scary. And it took me like 6 months to write a one-shot because I was forced to by my friend Skylar, because he's like, hey, do you want to be in this project? I'm like, sure, because I love just saying yes and then figure out, oh, scary, later.
Right.
And I think I got like, there's so many times of just reading it, and then I'm just over and over. I'm like, this has to be good enough, because if you keep taking or replacing, it's gonna lose its actual like body, and I'm just freaking out. Or is it not enough? How do you quell those thoughts? Please help.
I feel like this has been said before in so many different areas, but you just hold those anxieties and do it anyway. So,
I wish there was like a pill or something, but I guess this will work as well.
as unhelpful as that is,
Well,
just
it's not.
be anxious and do it anyway.
It's not. I think after enough people talking to us about these things and just do the damn thing, I'm gonna get there. But until then, I have this like pit in my stomach that just says, but what if all the time?
Right. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You put something out there that everybody hates, that people tell you shouldn't have written. What then?
I cry, crumble, and I never exist again.
But stop and think about this. Have you ever seen that happen? Have you ever seen somebody put something out that was not offensive, not problematic, and people hated it to the extent that they were told you shouldn't have written this? I've never seen that.
I agree.
And I just don't think it really happens. And I think it's okay to put things out there that are just kind of mid. It's okay to put out bad art. It's okay to just throw stuff out there and get better.
Those are the fucking lines I need. Now I just need that tattooed like right here, so I don't forget it ever again. It's okay to be mid. Well, it's okay to put mid art out there, but I think mid art that out there is too specific, and I just got to make it. Just it's okay to be mid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's gonna be in Comic Sans.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I hate this, but I love it. No, you know what? It's gonna be an Arial. Arial is solid.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. It's also not anything super special, in my opinion. And that's just... There's your graphic designer opinion. And 10 or 20 graphic designers will tell me I'm wrong, and that's okay.
But we can all agree that Comic Sans is of the devil.
What about wing?
Yeah.
How do you feel about wingdings?
Just chaos.
Wingdings is a work of art that should not exist.
Somebody was Icarus and flew too close to the sun, and we were not ready.
Exactly.
Those were emojis before emojis, though. Like, can we also, for like the 3 90s kids that listen because they find me charming, that was
I'm a 90s kid.
Me too.
Were y'all?
I was born in 92. I'm 31.
94.
But like,
You know this.
it was like almost over. By the time,
Almost over.
by the time that you're developing, so like think about like I'm thinking specifically development, right? I was in the school. I was in elementary school, and we legitimately like had a printout of all of the Wingdings characters and then like their letters, so then we could then go and like create our little pictures in our little word processing. That's what I mean. Like,
I'm pretty sure I had that too.
I love that then. See?
Yeah.
I'm be real. Nah. I think I was 2 years too late, apparently.
See? Just, it's okay, Adrian. You were after...
Don't call me a baby. I'm almost 30. Leave me alone.
You know what? That never gets any better. Because I'll be at work and I'm like, I'm almost 35! And they're like, nah, you're a child. I'm like,
Okay, but at least you're not getting people actually thinking that you're a child. In the last 7 days, not once, but twice, I've been assumed to be 15.
That's fair. I am not an adult. But I'm not 15. So yeah. I mean, I very regularly don't get pinged as like a grown-up. As a tax-paying member of society.
Have you tried not paying taxes?
I have, and it really does give me a lot of anxiety. Like, I'm really anxious about it.
I'm so sorry.
They got me good. They got me where I'm freaking out about it. Then I talked to a coworker who hadn't paid his taxes in 3 years and was like, it's fine. And then got a motherfucking tax return. I was like, what? You're getting rewarded for not doing your taxes. I don't know.
I've had so many people. When I was working in, I forget what job it was, but someone was just like, yeah, you literally just don't have to do that. I'm like, I mean, I want to, but I don't know if that's okay. Someone's going to find out something.
They're going to come down for me.
For me specifically.
Yeah.
Not for you. You're fine. Me?
Yeah.
The worst little ant in the government, okay?
I'm the kid that nobody else will be getting in trouble, and I will get in trouble.
I've had that happen.
Always.
One of the worst. And then you're like, I'll never do anything bad. I will listen to a tea teacher never again.
Mm-hmm. That's why I am the way I am.
That one time.
Every time I step one foot, and you're like, cool, was that passive-aggressive email about me? Because it's the one time I fucking did it. It was the one time I was late. It's about me.
Email.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. If we're talking about late, I'm going to be real. I'm chronically late. Even to my job. And somehow people keep me around, and I'm the one that quits, so... As long as you're a good worker is all I'm saying.
That'd be fine. If I didn't get... if I was not in a job where I was the best at my... I was the best.
Yeah, you actually have to take care of kids. I forgot.
Well, no. So not even that one. Like, even working at, like, UT... Then that's why I ended up going into education. Well, teaching. Because at UT Dallas, I did not transition well into... working from home and being stuck in my house, and then had the ADHD and autism stuff. I got in trouble. I was like, my kids still love me. Like, my kids love me. And it was because I had a couple of emails that went unnoticed from my kids that they were like, they wrote me up. So I got, like, legitimately written up for the same shit that everyone else was doing. Having meltdowns in their house. Except I was like, hey, I'm literally having a meltdown in my house. And higher ed fucking sucks sometimes, man. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's fine. I'll quit ranting.
Have you thought about going very short on your hair? Sorry.
Yeah, I look like my baby brother.
I don't know what your baby brother looks like.
It's like this.
I don't want to know.
It's like this.
I feel like you would rock it.
No, I don't. I love you guys.
Yes, you do.
But I don't. I don't. I've already
I'm sorry.
it.
I'm an enabler.
I've already.
Actually,
I'm strong.
The graphic design masters says that design on your head looks great if you might be just cut it.
I am definitely the person in the background saying, yes, absolutely, go touch the cursed object. Like, that's me.
I'm the one that just runs and touches it because, like...
I mean, same, but, you know.
What's the point of, like, the DM put it there for a reason. How am I not going to imbibe
They put it there for a reason to trap you. It's a trap.
Yeah, but
Well,
for
yes,
me.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you don't make bad choices in games, then how are you gonna have fun, entertaining drama?
Because the
You
one
know?
time I go out of line, something fucked up is going to happen. And yes, Adrian,
Yeah.
I have already shaved my head. I have had the short hair moment, and it was miserable growing it back. So no, my mullet will stay where it is short in the front, and I get this cool anime bullshit, and then I get my long ponytail in the back.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it does look really cool.
Thank you. I'm embraced. It's also covered in stuff.
Art supplies?
I wish.
Oh,
No.
paint thinner.
Paint thinner.
Oh no.
It's spring break. I forgot.
Spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah, dear listener, we're recording this back to back. So yesterday's tomfoolery. No, last episode's tomfoolery is yesterday for real time.
I think those words worked out. I understood it, but also I've hung out with you a lot. So
this is also true. Yeah. Hey, if you don't understand, just ask us in any comment section or yell at us in any comment section. Actually, bring your entire family into that comment section. Give that attention.
We need that engagement.
Engage. You know what? Share it and be like, I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about. Sure.
Somebody translate, please.
Yes.
Just, you know what? We're never here. Listen, all press is good press. And
for now.
There's nothing
debatable, but
there's nothing better than haters and people who whine. Who will just continue to up your numbers. I just aggressively taunt them every time.
Alex, that's
sounds like a fun time.
Alex, what are you playing with?
I have these cool pens. They're like, sorry for the audio viewers. They're pens.
I can fix it. I just I need you to either talk or play with the pens. If you can't do both because then nobody's gonna understand you. I love you, and this is not out of hate. Okay, you know that, right?
No. I agree. No, I appreciate the gentle return back to human brains, but they are very cool. I don't know, Sadie, if you're interested in pens, but they're like.
Oh, I love pens. What's your favorite pen?
I like the.
I've taken over. I'm the interviewer now.
Right.
I like
I'm
the
going to leave now.
Sharpie. The Sharpie. What are they? S-Tex? Is that what they're called? I don't have any of them next to me. It's downstairs. But they're the gel. I like a thin gel pen. These guys are Pentel Matte Hops. They're 1 millimeter, so they're gigantic. But they're like gel pens, and then they color down like super matte. Don't
yeah.
But they're like super vibrant and they're fun. The issue with them is you can't really layer. You can't layer over them.
Right.
Right. So like if you change, I don't know if you can be able to see this. If you like change color, then they get kind of like that weird, like an expo marker. So. What's your favorite?
I really like Pilot. I really like Pilot pens. Yeah. I like the Pilot G2, but I really like the Pilot Precise V7. So good.
You know what I also like? I always love pens that you can't ever find more than one of, like weird ones that.
Yes.
I have.
Or like fountain pens.
Oh my gosh.
Love them so much.
I like a small little bit, but my favorite pens are pens I can't find more of. They're always they're one-offs. We got them for a promotion or I found them and I have no idea what it is because the label's rubbed off or whatever. So, but these are cool. They're like good doodle. They're good. They're good-ish doodle. They dry sometimes. But I was influenced by TikTok.
Yep.
I needed to get off of Pen Talk real bad. Pen Talk is not a place for me.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Right. You have a very different algorithm than I do.
Yes. Sometimes you share videos with me. I'm like, what the fuck are people making? What the fuck are people doing?
I share with you very sparingly.
I know you do.
It's because most of it is me sending either, if it's D&D related, to all the players that I have and you, but I've been so stuck in like Helldivers 2 and One Piece TikTok that it's all it is. Every now and then I just get like, I've fallen every now and then in the wrong side of TikTok. I'm like, what did I do, Algo?
Why am I here?
Did I say something? Did I say the word zebra and then now I'm here? Like,
what wrong part of TikTok do you end up in? Because I know that there's different sections of them.
Zionists. Let's see. MAGA.
Wow. I wonder why.
It's usually, it's not like I get a video. I just get their lives. Now I don't know if it's like because like there are people that I would like that are like joining to like debate them, but like even then I'm not like a debate lord like that. Like I'm not like, because I don't believe that those people are there for like actually trying to talk. They're just being like rowdy and just getting views that way. And I also don't, because they're getting views, they're not going to get out of their own echo chamber and think otherwise.
Sadie,
but yeah, I get those lives.
I bet they paid for it to be boosted, and you just got pulled in. That's what I would bet.
Awesome.
I don't see them. Sadie, do you end up in any of the weird TikTok places?
Not usually. My feed is pretty narrowed into TTRPG, fantasy, the cool stuff.
The cool stuff.
Because I just scroll past anything else because I'm just like, I don't care.
I end up on like good.
It's like I have other interests. I just don't come to TikTok for them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I end up in like good Christian wife talk.
Oh no.
I don't know what I do to get there. But every once in a while I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? What? Modesty? And then like the next two are like stripper talks. So it's like good Christian Christian wife talk and then stripper talk.
Right.
And then Baldur's Gate 3.
You know, I feel like I can confidently say as a Christian, and this is maybe a little bit controversial, but I feel like stripper talk is probably more Christ-like.
Damn. Say it for the people in the back, Sadie.
Get it. You know, you're probably right. You know, acts of service and kindness and...
You look at who Jesus hung out with. I mean...
Damn.
I'm a pastor's kid. I know.
Damn. I went to Catholic school for like 4 to 5, 6 years. I forget. I know too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to St. Monica's for my middle school, and you know, you always have religion class, and then you go to church, and then for high school, for the last 3 years of my high school, I went to St. Anthony's, and that was like 125 was my graduating class, and you know, every year you had a religion class, and to be honest, every single time, like everyone knew the religion teacher because they had such a different viewpoint about religion. So like you'll have the very like the modest nun talking about God, and then the guy who's just like, you can't do this, you're going to hell, and just bashing on everyone. And I like that class because I had a kid who would just argue with him every single day, and I'm like, he's making some great points, okay? We should be a little bit more loving. Nah, they're going to hell. I'm like, oh. It's crazy. Yeah, I went to a bunch of what's it called
Parochial.
Catholic schools, parochial. Yeah, and here I am working in TTRPG space. How about that?
Yeah.
You didn't know that about me?
No, I did not.
Wow.
No. I got out of Catholicism after my first communion. My dad was like, "It's all right. You don't gotta
Quitter.
go." I did. I quit. I did. I asked too many questions, I think was the issue. I said, "Why can't I be an altar boy?" And then my dad was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, but why?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. My dad went to Catholic school in Boston, and there's a whole movie about that. So,
Wait, like of your dad or
no,
of
but
that Boston school?
Of situations that happened because of Catholic people, priests.
I'm not. Oh, okay. Well, now that you said that, I can get.
If we go into this discussion, you're gonna need a content warning.
This is true.
Oh,
this is true.
No
so
worries.
yeah, Adrian, what else you got?
Oh, what else? Like, what else am I keeping from you?
Yeah, what else are you keeping from me?
When I lived near the beach, I never went to the beach.
You lived near the beach?
I lived in Corpus Christi for a time, and I never went. But when I lived in San Antonio, which is like 3.5 hours away from the beach, I went like 4 or 5 times, and that was within 2 years. It's like that idea of like, it's gonna be there tomorrow kind of idea.
right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh, and I went to the Catholic school there in elementary. Forgot about that. St. Pius X. I know everything. I remember. I was all the uniforms. So cool. Wow, we didn't have to think about anything. And that's why I have almost no style. I did not learn anything. Now my attire consists of hoodies and something comfortable, like shorts or baggy pants.
Okay, but comfort is the best style, objectively.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here's my counter. I'm still single.
Touche. Fair point.
Thank you. You okay?
You know, you're fucking right. Because Michael and I have a combined set of, like, I never wore sweatpants until I got married. I don't like them. They were hot. But you know what? We have a combined set of sweatpants that we...
Oh, like a matching pair is what you're saying?
No, we just interchange the same, like, we buy them.
Oh, you share the same...
We share,
Okay.
Share them.
I mean, okay, I steal Dylan's all the time. Like, they're like the comfy, they're the marriage sweatpants.
Yeah.
They're so comfy.
They're so good. And you know what? They're better. So, like, I've bought pairs for me that also happen to fit Michael, but as soon as Michael wears them, they're like 10 times comfier. They're, like, so much better. So, yeah, I agree. You are not in your sweatpant era yet because you're still single. Sorry.
It hurts, but it's true, and it's from love, I hope.
It's obviously, yeah. Like, I would love for you to be in your sweatpant era.
Hold up, I'm panning the camera down just a little. Just, these are sweatpants. I need to get rid of them.
It's okay.
Oh. The woes.
I like that we keep ending up with you being single.
You know what? As long as I keep doing this podcast, I'll be okay? I get to meet some cool people.
This is true.
I'm so happy. Please, someone out there, yeah, come just sweep me off my feet or something.
So maybe not a dating resume one-pager, but maybe like a dating show one-pager. Like,
Actually, that sounds like a blast. That sounds like a really fun game.
Alex, we need to make it. and then hire Sadie to do the graphics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because as soon as I say my next phrase, Sadie's going to sit here and die and be like, we can't just put it in Canva.
Here's the thing, though. Canva, there's nothing wrong with Canva.
I love Canva.
I use Canva. Professionals use Canva. It's not going to instantly make you a designer.
No, it's not.
So
No, it is not.
So, yeah, I say all this to say I don't feel threatened by Canva. AI? I don't know.
It's scary, but also when it fucks up, we're just like, yeah, stupid.
Right.
Too many fingers.
Oh, did the poor AI, not count right? Did it put out too many fingies? Oh, that's so sad.
Oh no. I also heard there was like people putting code. I forget what it's called, like Nightshade, and then you like put it in the background of your photo. I'm not sure the actual mechanics of it, but like it fucks with AI real bad. And I'm like, yes, we fighting back, easy peasy.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not doing anything, but if I can figure out how to use it, I'll be doing my part.
Mm-hmm.
Alex,
Adrian.
we're at the 1 hour mark. Any last questions for the wonderful Sadie Pasley?
Sadie, just keep writing one-pagers.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go get penguins and polar bears because it sounds way too cute not to have it.
Yeah, don't judge me for the state of my itch.io page right now. Despite having the skills, it is not very well designed right now. So I need to clean that up, but
I would never.
that's how that goes.
I would never judge. I understand.
Yeah.
Look at the hair. Like, yeah, no, there's no judgment here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
All
Adrian,
right.
I'm good.
Sadie, where can they find you?
So I am Oakleaf Insignia at lots of places. I'm Sadie Oakleaf at lots of places. I'm all over the internet right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
All right. I'll figure it out. I'll put it in the description and
Yeah.
stuff. Well, Alex.
Thank you, dear listener, for joining us on another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. You can find us where all pods are cast, so please share, subscribe, rate, review. Anything lower than 5 stars will get you permanently banned on any strawberry festival that you can find, and you will only get the really gross, like, squishy strawberries. Which sounds like a terrible idea. So just 5 stars and above for all of your small content creators. If you really want to fight about it, you can find anywhere else on the internet. So you can find me, and I will literally fight you. You can also find us on Patreon. You can find us on all social medias. So please come in, join, say hey. Adrian and I are getting ready for Gen Con in August. So if you're going to Gen Con, I know this is going to be a little farther out, come and hang out with us and say hey, get a sticker or 1,000 pencils because we have too many pencils.
It's a good time. You can have too many pencils.
So many
That
pencils.
could be you, viewer, listener.
Too many pencils.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Sadie.
Go have some fun.
Thank